What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cup Check. We got a video today that I'm excited for. We got the breakout hitters for the 2022 season. How we feeling, Dawson?
Dude, I'm feeling great, man. This is a video I've been looking forward to. Zach had the great idea to do some breakout hitters this morning. So, yeah, we're going to dive right into it. Zach's really passionate about his list. He thinks he's really found some diamonds in the rough. So, Zach, take us away, man. What do you got?
Yeah, I just love just hyping up these guys that haven't really hit their peak yet. My first one on my list that I'm kind of highest on is Tyler Stevenson, catcher on my Cincinnati Reds.
Okay.
And I know I always save the catcher for my last pick in the draft because it's just hard to find production out of them. And you can usually find a better guy off waivers. But I could see Tyler Stevenson as a catcher that actually gets you production. I could see him as a guy that plays about 130 games in a season, which is more than enough for a catcher. 20 bombs and a 280 average, which is like everything I would ever dream of a fantasy catcher.
I kind of like
Tyler
that.
Stevenson.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I mean, he's had a few times where he's just kind of like gone off for a week or so, got himself like a 99 on MLB The Show somehow. So, I mean,
Didn't know that.
he can probably like a 97, 96, but he's gotten a Player of the Week card before. So it just shows like he's got the talent. He's just kind of got to put it together. I like it. Mine is going to be a guy coming off a pretty serious injury. I have Alex Kirloff. The dude was kind of balling. Like, he's kind of going absolute ham Sam. The stat line might not show it with that 250 average, but 8 bombs, not many at bats. And Zach, do you know what was the exact stat that he was crazy in? I remember Trent talked about it. Shout out Trent. Come back. We miss you.
Yeah, our analytic guy, Trent, he works in the analytic department of Cup Check.
It's in the basement. It's in the cellar. But
yeah, Trent, once we get Trent on, he'll tell you about all of Kirloff's analytical numbers. But he was also saying everything is right up the middle, and he would hit it into the shift or into the center fielder's glove. So
I remember Trent pulling out some stat like Exwo Bacon or something like that about how Kirloff was the top 10 hitter in the league or something, just with power production or something crazy next to some pretty big names. So I think Kirloff's a guy that could break out, and I put my money behind it too because I have a pretty decent Alex Kirloff rookie autograph card. Little investing here in the Cup Check today as well. So Zach, who do you have as your second breakout hitter?
Well, what's crazy is my second was Alex Kirloff, so I'm gonna try to find a different second on the fly. But I'll just
like me to take it away.
I'll skip to my third, which is Bobby Dalbeck. Bobby Dow was high on Bobby Dalbeck last year, and I ended up having to drop him. But he's got a sweet swing, power guy. I'm not expecting a high average or anything, but I could see him being a Pete Alonso type of guy at first base. Maybe somehow popping off with 40 bombs. So
Bobby Dalbeck's gonna have a little bit of a tough time. Tristan Cassis is gonna be coming up through the system, gunning for a spot, and I think Cassis is a pretty good guy, but I like a lot of the things that Zach just said. We saw Bobby Dalbeck hit a ball that still hasn't landed against Toronto last summer. The power is insane, and I think Zach's biggest regret about Bobby Dalbeck is not trading him in that spring training when he could have gotten something crazy for him. So I think Dalbeck hit 100 nukes or something really fast, and everyone was all like, "Ooh, Bobby Dalbeck."
I think I could have traded Glaber Torres and Bobby Dalbeck for Bo Bichette.
Dude, that would have been an absolute fleecing. We could have made an episode just about how great that trade was.
But anyways, what's your second guy?
Yeah, coming in at my second, I have Dylan Carlson. This is a guy who kind of got overshadowed by Jared Kelenic and Franco and some other pretty hyped up prospects. But Dylan Carlson put up some really good numbers in the minor leagues. The stolen bases didn't really transfer to the MLB like he had in the minors. But this dude hit 266, so basically 270, with 18 bombs in his first ever year. And we put a lot of emphasis on finding guys that can do 20-20. And 2 stolen bases last year doesn't scream 20-20, but this is a guy who's stolen over 20 bases in the minor leagues. And I don't know if I expect him to get 20, but I expect him to get more than 2 this next year, and maybe improve on that average and home run total as well.
Yeah, I like it, and I actually was momentarily thinking about him, and I think I put him down in like my notes, but just didn't end up going with him. But yeah, I like that pick. So for my number 3, this is off the fly. I'm going Avisail Garcia. Kind of an
This is a guy that Zach
man.
loves. Zach loves this guy.
I do. He's kind of like an old dude, so you don't think of him as a breakout candidate. And he did kind of break out last year. Looking at his stats right now, he had 29 home runs and 8 stolen bases.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah, and he only played 135 games. He's now with Miami, which does not help him too much in like the hitting stats department, but I'm expecting him to reproduce that kind of like offensive numbers, hit some bombs, and maybe get that average up too. So.
And the one thing in Miami that'll help them out is they're not afraid to steal bases either. So you could see Glaber, or not Glaber, you could see Avisail steal a little bit more bases. And sorry for that slip up, but that leads me into my 3rd breakout. I got Glaber Torres. I'm not expecting this man to return to 2nd round value or, just that really hyped up level. But I don't think this dude is one of the worst shortstops in the league. In fact, I don't think he should be a shortstop at all, which I think eventually when they move him to 2nd, he's going to be able to kind of like calm his mind and not have that pressure on him of the big city just beating down on him for his defense. And maybe that'll open him back up to being able to just produce like he did as a really young player. I mean, he's only 25. We've seen this dude put up some pretty solid numbers before, and he's got a really good lineup around him. So I would not be surprised if Glaber has a little bit of a bounce back this year. I mean, there's really nowhere to go but up for Glaber.
Yeah, it could be a re-breakout. He broke out once, he could break out again. Yeah, so my 3 in summary here were Bobby Dalbeck, Avisail Garcia, Tyler Stevenson, and then also I'm going to throw Alex Kirloff in there too.
Yep. And my summary is Kirloff, Carlson, Torres. Thank you everybody for watching the video. If you're still here, drop a comment, drop a like if you feel like it. Hit the bell as well. Zach, any closing statements?
I just like gassing up these guys to have great 2022. So hopefully we gave them some good mojo.
Everybody stay tuned. Zach also likes tearing down hitters and pitchers just as much, and we'll be doing that in upcoming episodes. Thank you all for watching. Peace.